Testing 1 2. Hello. Testing the live stream here. My software updated and I don't know how to use it anymore. Alright, I'm just gonna play 1 second. And people who know me will know why. Okay, I don't want to go too far because I don't need a strike. Okay, I don't think that showed up on the screen. Hello, nope. I don't know what the hell they just did to my software here. Just make crazy noises. They're gonna call in this when I'm up in this room, the Armchair Quarterback Show. Let me know what you think. It's easy to be that. And the reason I don't understand what the hell happened with these sheriffs down in Florida. Now you have city cops near there that showed up for the call out, you know, an emergency call out. We call NIPUS out here, or whatever they call it out there. Anyways, there are police officers reporting that they ran in past the 4 now sheriffs that were taking a position, as the sheriff calls it, behind their doors or whatever the fuck in their squad cars. So I got to be logical when I think about this, not emotional. If you think about the kids being slaughtered, how could anybody stand outside? But believe nothing you hear and nothing you see anymore, because there's software you can put on your cell phone that can change lifetime video. So I don't know what the agenda is. I think I know where they're going with this. But were there really cops that stood outside? I mean, the famous saying is when everybody's running out of a building, cops are running in. If I don't even know how you solve this. This is a big problem. And then on the other extreme, you got cops shooting guys because their penis is too large in their pants. So there's no standards, I don't think, anymore for these guys. I don't get it. The young ones are taught, shoot, ask questions later, and don't worry, you're untouchable. And they're untouchable. And at least if they're in the line of duty. And it just boggles my mind. And I know it from both sides. So the average person doesn't know anything that a police officer has to do in his daily work. But they do know if they saw kids getting shot, you do something. Especially when other responding units are running past the cops that are sitting outside. Were they drinking coffee or break time? Maybe they're off the clock. That could be it. They punched out for break right as it happened. Which, don't laugh. That used to happen with domestic violence in the 80s and prior. And they revamped all police training because of one woman that was killed. And back then they didn't have all this shit where you can copy it and cameras and all this stuff. But the bottom line was domestics weren't taken seriously back then. And especially when they were called time and time and time again to the same address. You know, so I guess what we were told happened was and you could probably search this and look it up, but it changed in the 80s. I don't know which department it was, but Doesn't matter. The point is, they had been to this house so many times, and the woman never ever would sign complaints, meaning that she'd never press charges. And back then, you didn't have to. They allowed officers back then to use their mind and make decisions independent of quotas, which are illegal, but they do it. And many chiefs brag about how they do it. So, you people that don't vote locally, I don't care if you vote nationally, because we all know about that, but locally, you can make a difference. And if your officers are pulling you over for 2 over, filling up courtrooms and all this stuff, just nonsense bullshit, a blinker out, if they actually write a ticket for that and it doesn't lead to some arrest and they needed that bullshit reason to get their probable cause, we all know what they do. I don't even want to get into that, but there we go. I don't have a face for. I have a face for radio here, not video. Hang on. I'm still testing the software. I didn't even mean this to be a podcast, but it's a sad day when I just saw former officers, sheriffs especially. They're supposed to be, they think they're more elite than the regular cops, or whatever. There's always this rivalry crap. But I guess over 100 officers responded. All of them helped except 4 so far. It was 1 the other day, per the Sheriff Israel press conference. But what people aren't looking at, because everybody sits in this little, I'll say the Disney term for geometry, rectangle, instead of a box, whatever. And if it's not happening to you, who cares? That's what most people think. So, it is what it is. But it blows my mind. I don't know anybody I worked with that would never have ran in or tried to save these kids. But then, is that real? I know it's real, but I don't know anything, actually, because I wasn't there. But that's the emotion side kicking in. So you got to learn to keep your emotions in check, because 1, you're going to step on your own junk, and 2, it's useless. Just like asking why shit happens. Most of the time, you're never going to know. And it doesn't matter. It already happened. So deal with it. Or don't deal with it. Like those cops. Sheriff deputies. That, since the trend of this started, they changed all the training for these officers. So they were just there at that school, according to the one teacher, not more than a couple weeks before that, as far as I understand. I don't really care when they were there, but they trained there, and they said he trained there like several times in the past year. So these guys are either being held out as scapegoats, but I can't see all these other officers turning on their own comrades, unless it's true. I mean, if you're running into a building to save kids, and then you look behind you and the guys don't follow you in that are supposed to also assist you, it's mind-blowing. But I'm sure they're all going to go on retirement and live a happy life. Those kids, not so much. This is WagsCgo. Like, subscribe, or don't, or do, or don't. I don't care. Have a great day.